Right. Well, a bilateral meet was held between Nepal's Prime Minister Oli and the Vietnamese Prime Minister on the sidelines of the SCO Summit today. Following the meet, the Nepalese Prime Minister stated, and I quote, held a cordial bilateral with Mr. Pham Minh Chinh, Prime Minister of Vietnam, who is in Tianjin, China, to attend the SCO Summit. Has been held on the 31st of August. All right, we will continue our conversation with our guest. Joining us on the show at this point in time is Mr. Andrew Latham, Professor of International Relations. He's joining us all the way from Minnesota. Mr. Vijay Kranti, Chairman of Chase, also with us on the broadcast. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for being a part of this conversation. Andrew, I'll begin with you. A number of meetings on the sidelines of SCO is something that we have been reporting, and we will continue to, in fact, lay on the emphasis of what this means for these respective countries. But predominantly, what India is interested in through the SCO is, the trouble it will have to go through in light of the American tariffs, and how the SCO, which India did not give too much of importance to in the past, can be a game changer in view of the fact that there will be big impacts because of the trade behavior by the American President Donald Trump.
Well, I think there's scope for the evolution of Indian policy regarding the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. But I think there are also limiting principles. There are some guardrails in place. There are some places that Prime Minister Modi is simply not going to go because it's not in India's national interest. We have to bear in mind two things, I think, to set the stage here, one of which is that China views the SCO as one of the institutional mechanisms for a China-dominated, counter-hegemonic, anti-US bloc. And India simply doesn't. And in fact, the other thing we need to bear in mind is that when Russia supported India's accession in 2017, it had in mind counterbalancing Chinese influence within the SCO. Russia wasn't able to do that on its own and looked to India to help it counterbalance China's obvious diplomatic, military, and economic weight. And that has not changed for India. India does not want to see this bloc evolve into a Chinese-led regional, in Eurasia or perhaps global, hegemonic alternative to the United States-dominated world order. It simply doesn't. And so we're likely to see rhetorically a lot of handshakes and smiles. Practically, we're likely to see this on the margin, some discussions of enhanced economic relations between India and China. Certainly the border issue is being negotiated in various fora. But in terms of fundamentals, I don't think even the Trump tariffs, as egregious and as counterproductive from an American perspective as they are, I don't think they're going to push India decisively into Camp China when it comes to the SCO. And we're not likely to see that materialize at this summit.